is time to talk about the game of the week. Yeah, this week's game of the week is Assassin's Creed Shadow. There's a lot of conversation going about this game. Since it was announced, there has been a lot of speculation, a lot of hype, a lot of expectations, and a lot of concerns. You know, if you look at the last 3 weeks of gaming, I feel like everybody in conversation about Assassin's Creed Shadow is like, man, is Ubisoft going to be okay? Like, if this game bombs, will Ubisoft be able to survive? Will Assassin's Creed Shadows be the death nail in Ubisoft? Is this what's going to cause Xbox to buy Ubisoft? Is Ubisoft going to be able to respect Japanese culture and release this game? Now, by all accounts, haven't played the game yet. Still going to be diving into it this weekend. I do want to say, based off of everything I'm reading, it does sound like Ubisoft has stuck the landing. Let's pull up the Metacritic score real quick. At the time of filming this video, Assassin's Creed Shadows has an 81 on Metacritic, which I went ahead and wrote down some notes here. An 81 on Metacritic, that is the same score that the original Assassin's Creed video game also got, which is pretty cool to think because I hold that first one very closely. But as far as like the last couple games go, Assassin's Creed Valhalla got an 80, Assassin's Creed Odyssey got an 83, and Assassin's Creed Origins got an 81. So it's sounding like, based off the reviews and the people who got early access to it, it's right around that Odyssey Origins level. As far as like the actual scores go and the reviews that people are giving out, Assassin's Creed Shadow got an 8 out of 10 from IGN. Eurogamer gave it a 9 out of 10. GameSpot gave the game an 8 out of 10. Tech Radar gave it a 9 out of 10. Games Radar Plus gave it a 4 out of 5. And Push Square gave the game an 8 out of 10. Which I don't remember which publication it was, but I do know in like reading and prepping for this episode, one of them was like, this is the best Assassin's Creed video game since Black Flag, which is a statement, man. That is a statement, because Black Flag was such a special version of Assassin's Creed. Like, I look back at that game, granted it was the start of the PlayStation 4 generation, so it's, you know, it's a very special place in my heart. But at the same time, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a gem. Now, as far as Assassin's Creed Shadows go, the game is now available for PlayStation, Xbox, PC. It's also available on cloud gaming platforms like Amazon Luna and GeForce Now, so definitely check it out. Now, that is obviously everybody else's opinion. Like I said, haven't played the game myself, and I'll have my review a little later on, but I wanted to talk about some of the things that I'm personally excited about. Like some of the things I think that I'm reading about, and some of the things that Ubisoft is saying about the game that has me very intrigued. And the first thing is they've got like two intertwining stories. So you got like Nawe, who's like this shinobi, and her gameplay is like stealth. It's very like hide into the shadows. They're able to do parkour, but it's very like stay quiet, kill from the shadows type of gameplay. And then you got Yasuke, who is like this samurai brute, and it's just hack and slash. And some of the kill cams that are coming out of this were like, I saw one where he had this giant stick and he like grabbed the enemy and just like squeezed and broke the dude's back and just dropped him to the ground. And I'm like, oh my God. And what's neat is that like in previous games where you had like dual characters, it was like, do you want to pick the male protagonist or the female protagonist? And the story was the same. Whereas with this, every time you go into a mission with the two of them, it allows you to pick like which games play, which play style do you want going in? Do you want to play as Yasuke and just go to the wall and just hack and slash your way through? And each playstyle has its own different goals and achievements and kind of like a different way of doing the story. So I think that's really unique. The second thing that I think is super cool here is they have an immersive mode. And this reminded me so much of Ghost of Tsushima. So Assassin's Creed Shadow immersive mode will allow characters to basically speak in their native language. And there'll be like English subtitles at the bottom. So if you're a fan of like samurai movies and you're a fan of like old school black and white films, you can put this mode on and have that experience. Personally, I think that makes this game like next level. I'm definitely going to try this out. I think this looks super intriguing and really, really, really nice touch by Ubisoft there. The other thing is that stealth has kind of gotten some cool upgrades here. First one, the eagle that the assassins kind of have in all the video games, that's gone. So basically now you have like this vision where you can basically kind of see through walls, listen closely, and it's like you can tag people, which I think is a nice little touch there. You can also go into water, and there's this clip that I saw where essentially like you go underwater and you go prone, and then like a little bamboo shoot comes out and you're breathing through the bamboo shoot to be like hidden underwater. And I think adding water stealth to like hiding near the bushes is kind of a cool little concept. You can take out the lights. So the actual light versus darkness is a big part of this gameplay, and sticking to the shadows as the shinobi is huge. So you can snuff flames, you can knock down torches, all that type of stuff to make it more shadowy and get through. This also marks the first Ubisoft Assassin's Creed game that has prone. In the past, you could just like crouch. Now you can drop straight to your belly, crawl underneath the building, stay in low grass, and of course, like we said, use a little bamboo shoot in water. Nice little touch there. And then there's like one thing that I'm very intrigued about here, and that's the fact that there's non-lethal takedowns. So you can go into battle and like not have to kill a guy. You can just basically put him to sleep through like a sleeper hold. And I'm wondering how far you can get into the game without killing someone. Like, can you be, granted, the game is called Assassin's Creed, right? Death is in the title. But can you go throughout Assassin's Creed without killing someone? That's something I definitely want to check out here. And then the other final interesting thing that really kind of stood out about this game, it's not something that's cool. It's not something that's like, oh, this is going to sell you on the game. The credits. I read today that the credits are 2 hours long, which one of two thoughts, a lot of people worked on this game. There's a lot of people within inside of Ubisoft, also outside of Ubisoft, some third-party studios that probably helped with the development of this game. But with that, I did want to say congratulations to all of them. With the credit that long, and all the people that did the history of the game, and the writing, and the art, and the graphics, and the mechanics, like all of that. Congratulations on launching this game. I'm definitely not going to be sitting through the 2 hour credits to give each of you your flowers and be like, Jim Johnson, graphic design, good job. Erica Nardini, good job doing all of the scripting. Great job there. I'm not doing that. All I'm doing is standing here and saying, hey, congratulations on launching the game. I think that's a really, really cool touch. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadow, it's available right now for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, along with cloud gaming platforms. Sound off in the comment section if you're playing it firsthand. If not, let us know why. What's holding you back from playing it? I'm very intrigued to hear your thoughts here as well. So anyway, that wraps up this week's Game of the Week.